What happens when the man once hailed as boxing's most dangerous finisher starts looking mid? When leaked training footage of Gervonta "Tank" Davis hit the internet, even Floyd Mayweather himself, the man who built Tank into a star, couldn't hide his disappointment. But this isn't just about some bad mid-work or a sloppy sparring session. This is about Tank's entire legacy falling apart in real time. Ever since Lamont Roach humbled him in the ring, the aura has been fading. The hunger? Gone. The focus? Gone.
Tank Davis, Lamont Roach. I think we need to start with that one.
Yeah.
What transpired in that fight was astounding, because you have to remember Tank Davis was a 16-1 favorite going into this fight. Lamont Roach, while a WBA champion, was moving up from 130 pounds, and no one thought he had a chance. And the general demeanor of Tank Davis going into this fight was like, hey man, I'm kind of done with this. I got 3 fights left. I'm going to be done by the end of 2025. I don't really like this sport anymore. Kids, don't do this. Go into soccer. This ain't for you.
And now Tank's gearing up for a fight against Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake Paul. The YouTuber turned boxer who walks around at heavyweight while Tank is a natural 135. On paper, it's a money fight, but in reality, it's a dangerous mismatch that could permanently stain Tank's career.
After Canelo obviously, didn't materialize, was the next one Tank?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching it, like, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, like, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? Like, if he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
And Floyd? He's watching all of this play out like a father seeing his kid throw away everything he built. So here's the deal. Floyd Mayweather has never been shy about keeping it real. When the leaked footage of Tank's latest training session dropped, Floyd reportedly wasn't impressed at all. In fact, insiders say he looked shook watching it. Tank's punches weren't snapping the same way. His footwork looked flat. His conditioning looked off. It wasn't the Tank Davis we're used to, the guy who used to strike fear into opponents with just a stare. Not to mention, he's been smoking during camp too. And Floyd knows better than anyone. You can't step into the ring against a guy like Jake Paul half prepared. Because Jake may not be a world champion, but he's big, he's powerful, and he only needs one shot to make history at Tank's expense.
You're going to see the 2 biggest fighters in America go head-to-head with an amazing card. World championship fights back to back to back, and that's just how the MVP way we do it. And I'm gonna come for a knockout of the year again. I've seen it in my visions, I've seen it in my manifestation. I'm sleeping this guy and gonna create the most viral knockout.
But here's where it gets interesting. Floyd's disappointment might not just be genuine concern. Their history shows us it could also be manipulation. Let's not forget, the relationship between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis has been rocky for years.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time. So
when Tank was signed under Mayweather Promotions, Floyd hyped him as the next big thing, the future of boxing. But behind the scenes, tension was brewing. It got personal fast. Ryan Garcia even claimed Tank was having an affair with Floyd's daughter.
Because Ryan is on the internet right now saying that he knows the root cause of the Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather beef. And this was news to me, that there's a possibility that Tank had a relationship with Floyd's daughter. It's not official news. If Ryan Garcia said it, it's definitely not official news. And I'm not going to act like he doesn't have a relationship with Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather, like where there's smoke, there couldn't be fire. There is clearly something going on between Floyd and Tank Davis.
His daughter, she a grown woman. She do what she want to do, when she want to do it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but is Tank right for that, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that good business to sleep with your business partner's daughter?
Business is business and personal is personal. We can't let this get between our money, man.
Tank responded, saying it was actually Floyd's daughter chasing him. That drama spilled into the media, and from that moment, the bond between mentor and protege was shattered.
Do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time? After, like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was a downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all
no, it was a
relationship,
downfall.
not career.
Yeah,
relationship.
It wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like
he scheduled a fight, I think.
After Tank left Mayweather Promotions, the back and forth didn't stop. Floyd would throw subtle shade in interviews, Tank would clap back online, and it turned into an ongoing feud. No longer was this about boxing. It was about pride, respect, and betrayal.
Like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him, and I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet, but that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it. It's exclusive. That's
yeah.
exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
Which makes Floyd's disappointment now even more complicated. See, some people think Floyd's reaction to the leaked training footage wasn't about being concerned. It was about planting seeds of doubt. Because here's the reality. Floyd doesn't want Tank to win anymore. Their beef is too personal. For Floyd, seeing Tank lose to Jake Paul might be the ultimate payback.
I'm not really, I'm not sure. I'm not really big on it. I don't really care at this moment.
So you're not concerned that a loss to Jake Paul would mean anything to you at all? It doesn't stop anything?
Why should I?
Got you.
He gonna still have his poodle after the loss.
Think about it. If Tank goes down against Jake Paul, the YouTuber, the entertainer, the guy casuals clown on, his career is done. He'll never live it down. The only thing people will remember about Gervonta Davis is that he lost to Jake Paul. So, when Floyd says Tank doesn't look good, is it genuine disappointment? Or is it part of a calculated mind game to break Tank's confidence before the fight even happens? Now, add all of that to the fact that Tank hasn't been the same since Lamont Roach humbled him. That fight was supposed to be a showcase, a chance for Tank to prove he was still unstoppable. Instead, he struggled.
Oh, nice double left hook by Roach to the body and then to the head. Right there it is. Oof. And Davis just got backed up with a counter right from Roach.
That's a big moment.
Load with the left. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his...
Nice combination from Roach. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Nice combination. Got just over around 11 as well.
Maybe him getting cracked.
Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11th. Both of them have landed.
Has to keep doing that. Roach said the familiarity knows his weaknesses. It's one thing to say it.
The decision is a majority draw.
And in round 9, he even took a knee. The ref didn't call it, but the cameras caught it. If the right call had been made, Roach would have had the win, and Tank's aura would have been shattered right then and there. Even with the fight ruled a draw, fans saw the truth. Tank wasn't invincible. He wasn't the same killer, and since then, he hasn't looked right. He's been chasing cash fights, not legacy fights. Avoiding the names that matter, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and even a rematch with Roach.
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Because I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, you know. But you gotta go to the gym and, you know, get back to the drawing board and, you know, train a little harder.
So when you add Floyd's shade on top of Tank's struggles, it creates the perfect storm of doubt. Now, let's break down this fight. Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. It sounds exciting on paper, but it's a nightmare matchup in reality.
Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's a cat. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never know.
Jake Paul is huge. He walks around at heavyweight. Tank is a lightweight at 135. That's at least a 60-pound difference.
Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. They just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch on Tank, it's over with.
Tank's skill and power are undeniable, but size is size. And all it takes is one clean shot from Jake, who, by the way, has been training with heavyweights, to put Tank to sleep. Casual fans don't see that. They just see the names. Tank Davis versus Jake Paul, a world-class boxer versus a YouTuber. So if Jake Paul knocks out Tank, even though the size difference is massive, people won't care. They'll just clown Tank forever.
Bro, that's a fucking disgrace of a fight. Yeah. You know it. Just like the Mike Tyson low-key was a disgrace, but we accepted it. But yeah, he was 60 years old. I mean, the casuals don't see the weight difference. They see Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Yeah. And if Gervonta Davis doesn't fuck up Jake Paul, they're gonna think Jake Paul is some pound-for-pound champion type of fighter. Yeah. Gervonta Davis he's actually really small. Like when I fought him, like, he's small. Yeah. So I just think it's a very unfair fight.
This fight is a lose-lose for him. If he wins, people say, well, he beat a YouTuber. Big deal. If he loses, his career is dead. And that's why Floyd's reaction to the leaked training footage feels deeper than just disappointment.
Tank looked very uncomfortable facing off. He just did. I've seen other face-off this Tank done. He gets in their face and they're intense and he looks good. He looked very meager up there. You've had 8 fights and you're going to go tangle with Tank Davis. And the story instantly comes out. Jake is so much bigger. There is such a compliment to Jake within that insult. It is meant to be an insult. It is meant to take away from a potentially glorious moment for Jake. But where the compliment comes is it means the public believes he's going to win. That's what it means.
Because Floyd knows all of this. He knows the risk. He knows how fragile Tank's legacy is right now. He knows how bad it would look for Tank to get knocked out by Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, Tank Davis fight got moved to Miami.
I think Jake wins.
Jake's just so big, dude.
I think Jake wins.
This is different because it's similar. It's similar to Logan versus Mayweather, but Jake Paul boxing now obviously is way more advanced than where Logan was at that moment in time.
I mean, it's just fucking sick.
I mean, yeah, no, but dude,
Did
Jake,
you ever watch his highlights?
Jake can crack,
nasty,
man.
He's so sick. I love that guy, bro.
So what if this is Floyd's way of piling on the pressure, making Tank second guess himself, making him feel like even his old mentor doesn't believe in him? When you've got beef as personal as Floyd and Tank's, nothing is off limits, not even playing psychological warfare.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
At the end of the day, this is about legacy. Tank Davis was supposed to be Floyd's heir, the next great, the one to carry the torch. But ever since Roach humbled him, and ever since the fallout with Floyd, his career has been spiraling. Now he's stepping into a fight that could end everything. And Floyd, he's standing on the sidelines, watching. Some say he's disappointed, others say he's smiling inside, waiting for Tank to fall. Because if Tank loses to Jake Paul, that's it. That's the headline that will follow him forever. The punchline of his career. And maybe that's exactly what Floyd wants.
100%. He should beat Jake Paul, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't.
But you don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. Do you think that
shouldn't?
You think Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds.
Gervonta Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro.
5'5".
That's what I'm saying.
Jake Paul,
he's a little man.
If Jake Paul's tucking up,
move on,
and absorbing punishment for walking forward, then look, there's a weight advantage.
At the end of the day, say what you want about Tank Davis, but the man is getting his bag. The press conferences with Jake Paul have already proven that. They've been loud, they've been heated, and they've been pure entertainment. Headlines everywhere, fans eating it up. From a business perspective, this fight is a goldmine.
Tank is not the guy that knows how to sell a fight. Tank cannot sell a fight in his own division. You have the Paul brothers and they come over to boxing. Their idea from day one is we don't have the skills or the experience. What we're going to do is we'll take on the absolute best guys, but they're going to spot us some pounds. Tank has one job to do, that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I am an abundance of and of which you have none of. Tank is telling anybody that will listen that there's a size problem. my skills and my experience in boxing, I do not have to wonder who's in the bar tonight. Any bar I go to, I rule the bar. No, it turns out that you don't. Just need some big guy to corner you, apparently. Boxing has never stood its ground. Boxing has never been able to explain why Floyd needed a half hour to get rid of a guy who's never boxed before. Tank Davis has already began this. When you choose a dum-dum, don't be surprised when he goes out and acts like a dum-dum.
Both guys were going at each other, personal shots were thrown, and it's clear that while the contract might label this as an exhibition, the energy is anything but friendly.
Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown. I got you a poodle.
Now, okay. Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how many female? Like, come on, it will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy.
When that bell rings, best believe they're not playing. They're gonna try to take each other's heads off. Knockouts will be on the table, and people are tuning in because it feels real. But here's the thing. Yeah, Tank's gonna secure the bag, no question.
At the end of the day, I gave this little guy an opportunity. He should be thanking me. I'm paying him. I'm his boss. He reports to me, and I'm going to fucking son him on November 14th. So fuck you, little man.
You paying me? Are you paying me?
Yeah.
100%? 100%. Facts?
Correct.
Yes? Correct?
Correct. I'm your daddy.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.